I absolutely loved Road to Christmas. This is the 2018 film, not to be confused with the 2006 film Road to Christmas, and this was directed by Allan Harmon and written by Zac Hug. And it sounded really interesting, and then when I started watching it, it was just incredible, and I basically loved absolutely everything about it. So I'm not going to go into any great spoilers, but I'll talk about the things I liked and disliked. There wasn't really anything I didn't like, but I had hoped for one or two things that didn't happen. So the description from IMDb is as follows. A TV producer is producing a Christmas special for the 5th year, but she is then told to co-produce it with the host's son. Initially, she's not too happy about it, but Christmas brings friends and families together. So Maggie is producing this annual Christmas Eve cookery show, and she ends up having to work with one of Julia's sons, David, who is a photographer, and they go on location really all across America, as far as I can tell, to take videos and interviews of different things to do with Christmas. So a large Christmas tree farm that's home run, a family Christmas, just all these lovely little things that they can use to put together as a VT in between the live show. And obviously there are stumbling blocks, but it's really interesting. Normally I don't like road trip films, but it's not really a road trip film because we don't really spend any time in the car with them. We are just on location, and we get to meet all of these different characters that they interview, and I think that really adds a little bit to it because there's always something new. There's always somebody new and interesting, and it really allows you to look at different personalities and the different kind of people, not just who are celebrating Christmas, but who help to make Christmas and help to bring Christmas to us. And it's really beautiful. Obviously, the relationship between Maggie and Danny starts off on the wrong foot, but it's nice to see them putting their differences behind them and getting on with the job. I think their relationship grows at a very good pace. They have really good character development. There's an ulterior motive for Maggie with what they're doing, and I won't spoil that, but it's all about bringing people together, and that didn't go the way I expected. This film is definitely unpredictable. The ending was unpredictable. The development of Maggie's ulterior motive I thought was very unpredictable. And that makes it thoroughly enjoyable. So the narrative development is fantastic and not what I expected. Maggie and Danny as characters are great. I really like both of them. I didn't have any problems with any of the other characters we met along the way. As I said, I particularly enjoyed the aspect of meeting all of these different people. And then, obviously, when it came to the live show, I thought that was displayed on screen very well. I wasn't sure how they were going to do it, if they were just going to show the live show or just show the segments. I thought it was very good. I will say, I wish we saw more of the segments, because obviously they've spent the entire film putting together or gathering these clips of all of these different festive things. And I wish they'd shown more of those. But it didn't really take away from the narrative that they didn't. I mean, I don't know, maybe if I'd I didn't watch all the way to the end of the credits. Maybe if I did, there were clips of them. I don't know. I'd like to think that they were there. I have no issues with this. It's beautiful. It's a lovely soundtrack. The development is fantastic. The characters are great. The acting's obviously really good. It's a very Christmas film. Very fun Christmas film. And it will melt your heart. It's really beautiful and I really loved it. I watched about 20 Hallmark Christmas films in the last 3 weeks, using my lockdown time wisely. And this has to be in the top, easily the top 10, maybe the top 5. Road to Christmas is absolutely magical.